mean, the drafts they had, like few that I saw were kind of weird, but I guess between L5 and MVP Black it was fine. Actually, no, wait, I saw some drafts that I didn't like from MVP Black, but whatever. This is series between MVP Black and L5. First map that I will go over is Battlefield of Eternity, and MVP Black was first pick, so the map pick was from L5. MVP Black ban Genji, L5 ban Tassadar. Both are fine bans. MVP Black opens with Auriel. Like that's some inside meta, right? I mean, the Tyrael Abatur, I really like Abatur on this map. Like, but when I like to pick it is, I mean, I like to make it as a late pick, combined with Zeratul or something like this to just like punish opponents for going for Valas, Lemmings, and heroes like this, you know. So you just get like Greyman early or something to just punish those squishies. For that's not the case here. They just like get Tyrael and Apatur. MVP Black follows with Rengar Chen. So double support plus Panda. Which is like, you know, that might tell them that there's not going to be much stuns available for L5, right? Tyrael Anup, Tyrael Batur, that's not many stuns there. Like, they probably want to get some damage dealer like Greyman or Vala. Vala has a stun, but yeah. And then MVP Black's bans Illidan. I think they could still make something good against Illidan, but I guess you just don't want to play against Abatur Illidan when you have like double support and Chen. But then again, like the Chen still could potentially like do damage to something on the backline, where the two supports plus I don't know Sonya and damage dealer try to deal with the Illidan. It still could be fine. L5 bans Cassia. It is fine. Like Cassia, there was a meta for a little bit with like double support Cassia, but there was Lily, you know, with it, and it was pretty strong on Battlefield of Eternity, but they're just banning it because they want to have Monk. Seems like Monk is good on this map. You know, Rehgar is taken. Rehgar is really good in terms of damage on the Immortal, and it's just fine support too. But yeah, Monk is not that far behind, and they seem to want to build a comp that, you know, everyone can go in kinda, and I like comps like this. When you don't like, you pick support accordingly to what the comp will do. Like, you know, Tyrael goes in with Santi, so like all of them can, you know, get value out of it. Out of it, you know, Vala can get into Santi too and do a lot of damage. Monk just gonna, you know, queue forward and do damage. That's good. So yeah, they get the Karazim and Vala. MVP finishes with ETC, Lunar. I don't know. That's really slow damage. Like L5 with tons of damage between, you know, like Hatted, like Tyrael, or Karazim, or, you know, Maltil, whatever. But let's say Hatted Tyrael. The monks dealing a lot of damage, and obviously rest too. Lunara is good against Maltil on lane, and then in team fights, like pre-team fights, you know, in team fight not necessarily she must be good, but like before the team fight starts she deals nice damage, and might actually poke a composition with Maltil like quite nicely, so they can even like engage, you know. The trades are, I don't know if the first trade, but the later trades could be won by L5. MVP Black doesn't have that much damage. Like Chen, I don't think deals that much. I mean, maybe with the fire aura and auto attacks, it's like fine damage. But the aura deals like nothing. ETC deals like nothing. While Vala and Karazim will deal pretty decent amount of damage. The last pick was Maltil, of course, but I'm just trying to figure it out how it will go. You know, the mines will not do much, because that's also a nice part about Abatur on this map, the mines. But you know, it's double support plus like ETC has self-sustain. Like Chen has also some kind of self-sustain through talent, so the mines won't do much. Still might be a little bit annoying, but they will be mostly for the vision. They don't have much mosh pit interrupts, like only Vala, so Vala needs to be careful. So they don't get like multi-mosh pitted or something, but... I wonder what they will clone. Like, they can clone everything. Like they can clone Mog, they can clone Vala, they can clone Maltil. But let's move into the game. I need to download shit. Game for esport games, not like this. Man, why no one told me that I had that announcement still on the screen with the note that I will start it soon. Fuck. But it could also technically be Barrel, and I guess Barrel would make more sense for MVP block. But then again, like the Barrel would need to hit Vala, and as I said, then again, they don't have that much damage to even like get Valia out of the Barrel. But like, what is Split supposed to do? You know, like Split's not gonna do anything, and can get interrupted by Vala's Rain of Vengeance maybe. But you know, then she might not have it for more speed.
Primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown. The four worlds formed again and yet again, as endless eons wheeled and passed. Time and the pure essences of heaven, the moisture of the earth, the powers of the sun and the moon, all worked upon a certain rock old as creation. And it became magically fertile. That first egg was named Thought. Tathagata Buddha, the father Buddha, said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.
Okay, don't mind me. Was just waiting for the download. Fuck. For the game to download. I still need to load in. Fuck. Wait, I can improve the quality, I guess. Okay. Oh shit, yeah. The game will be loud because like every time I open the replay it's super loud. I will have to lower the master music. The master sound, the master music. Okay, I hope it's fine with the sound. We have MVP Black on the right side, L5 on the left side. We already talked about the draft, so let's see how they played it out. Seems like L5's looking for some pushing, but I guess they push harder, right? Yeah. It's Vala, Monk, Tyrael, Abba. They should push harder. But I mean, it is not like, you know, one team will get two. It's like if they push, so they're gonna get the same. Like it's Rega, so Rega deals a lot of damage too, so it's equal, I guess. Yeah. Okay. This is like what, 1 year ago, or how much ago when that was a thing? Like it was even like nowadays. Okay, actually they're gonna go for 4. This was something that was happening like a year ago, you know. Okay. I prefer a completely different approach to this. That would like instead of, you know, giving two teams the same amount of like, you know, structure damage and experience. I prefer one that just like, you know, favorites one team only. Oh shit, they even go for top wall. Okay, that's fine. But whenever you can get like damage on top, I mean, on keep walls, it's good. Not only they give more experience, but also like, you know, eventually when you push with immortal bosses or whatever you have on the map, it's easier to, you know, keep that objective or boss on higher HP. So you have more time when it gets on the keep to engage on opponents. Oh, they can chase, but Monk probably gonna blink away again. He should focus on the Tyrael. No. Reach. I don't know. Like he had no mana, you know. They could potentially kill him. Like he just goes for someone that has the most HP. Okay. For some reason, Monk decided to move that way. I wasn't paying attention much because like I just was surprised by the fact that he opted to jump for like full HP Maltil instead for the Monk or the Tyrael, but whatever, the Monk died anyway. So now it's the Immortal phase. Okay, both wells are taken, but you know, shouldn't be that big of a deal. There's all still, you know, mid well, and they have the top and bottom wells. So as I said, I think, you know, the L5 should have more immortal damage. The poke is also good for them. Like they can, you know, throw the Maltils in like Valas Q, but Valas needs to be careful to not get like, you know, queued by Chen and like followed by the rest of his team, because they actually have a lot of they maybe don't have much damage, but they have a lot of CC if someone oversteps, you know. And Monk might have problems sustaining this actually, especially in early game. If MVP Blacks gets a lot of damage on the L5 team, they might just zone them away, you know, force them to recall or something like that. L5 don't want to be too aggressive, because again, like they have like nice damage, but they're not just gonna straight up kill, you know, Lunara even. You know, it is going to be hard to kill her. Like not like tanks, they for sure not gonna kill at level 4 unless they are super out of position. What they want to do is to just keep on poking them. Eventually go for a kill, but they want to get like experience lead out of the Abatur soak. It's interesting that the Abatur went for damage talent here. I don't know, I think it should be full symbiote against this. Maybe Locus, you know, they wouldn't be that bad either, but whatever. Yeah. Chen is getting damage nicely. Oh, that whiff on stun. Yep. That was weird by Chen, man. So this is a pretty bad spot now, because obviously, you know, not only the soak from L5, but also L5 got the kill, but they still can't do much with it. It's still hard to go on them, but it is fine, you know. They could maybe just pressure this. Like they killed the Chen here, they could send like they don't have to know. They could send one like either Mati or just even Vala, you know, hit to pressure that, because when there's a situation like this, when none of the teams is really dealing damage to immortals, like one team will just push top lane, the other will push bottom. So you would ideally like to move towards top and not let them push that for free, so that you don't get your fourth wall damaged while a battle is pushing bottom. That's also fine, you know. Nice. Yeah, they are able to put some nice damage on people, even early game. And like the damage for the MVP Black is really off, you know, it's only pretty much Lunara, and Monk is crazy good against Lunara. Back then he was super good, especially at like 16, I think it was. No, wait, it was even 7 already almost, you know. But like at 16 he was getting like even more healing. But yeah, like back then he was getting the double heal on 7, I believe. So like he was healing a lot of AoE. And that was countering Lunara pretty hard. And here not only it's not only you know, Tyrael shields, but also you know, Monk's W's. But also AoE not mitigation but heal in this case. They almost get half of it, but yeah, they are way off. I mean, the Tyrael needs to recall. Huh. They should send someone to deal some kind of damage. They saw them rotating towards top well, or like maybe could assume that the Tyrael is recalling. Okay, and they're moving to deal some damage. That was pretty slow though. I think they could just easily just stay and just like get as much damage as they can here. That will be good for them, more than this. Unless they think they can get kills, which I don't think they can, especially with Lunara without mana and half HP. They should just like realize faster, especially on early immortals. It is important to realize opponents are moving away. Okay, like this immortal has really low HP. Let's not slack. Like if they move away, just move on our immortal, and it's very likely that we're just gonna damage it before they like come back or like, you know, click the wells or something. It's useless to wait for opponents that will refresh, you know. That's yeah, I really don't think he can afford in dealing damage now. It is likely that the Lunara... Okay, nice heal here. Good. Doesn't matter. L5 just focused the immortal down, I guess. They still should be able to make it down, but they could also fight. But it is, you know, annoying to fight below the opponent's immortal, but as you can see, still go for the fight. The Monk, like at 16, you know, the Monk, all he will do in team fights is just Q Lunara, you know. With the level 16 punch talent. They should be careful though how aggressive they go against ETC Tyrael. I mean Chen. I don't think they will be able to trade. That was huge. Like over chase from L5 side. How much a battle got? Not that much. He made the like bottom turrets lose ammo. But... oh, that's super bad for L5 there. Like. You should be happy, back off and just refresh and like keep on what they were doing, which is like letting a battle push. That was really bad force. It is still double support, etc, you know. It's not that easy to kill, as I said before, like even killing Lunara will be hard. And the Lunara was like half HP multiple times that fight, but... so this is like... value wise it's pretty bad, because okay, whatever, the wall actually died off anyway, but that would be bad if, you know, wall out of ammunition will, you know, be not destroyed just because they lost the immortal and have to death. That was a pretty big misplay from L5 side. They could kept on like really nicely snowballing. Gonna get the bottom easy. So we kept on pushing here. But it's only like they can't really like push that easily either. But okay. Vala can't keep up 10 stacks sadly. Okay. The Martil is going very hammer every time. Rip. Oh, there's okay. No, Howard is also there, but the minions might be problematic. Nope. Vala's probably having 10 stacks. You don't want to tank that. Oh, there's a huge push bottom though, doing all that. I mean, this is fine. Like it is like awkwardly played by MVP Black here, but it doesn't really matter because during all that time, you know, Chen got the easy camp and is pushing bottom, and still there are still like inexperienced lead, or like I mean, there's no lead anymore actually. So the game kind of equalized, but they will get some fine damage on bottom, and since it's early game, it doesn't matter that they died here, because there's nothing the L5 can get, you know, only the easy camp, you know. Like, it's not like there's a gate that they can take and, you know, get not only the experience from kills, but also from the force. It is not a bad place to die, you know, to misplay ability. I don't think that's good, actually. I don't think they should prioritize this. I think they should recall and, you know, do something about that. We'll see how much damage the Chen will be able to deal, but I'm not sure if this is that important, you know, but because it's gonna get depushed anyway. Like, I would really rotate here and for hard camp. So we'll see when the immortal spawns, but okay, there's the Tyrael. I guess the Tyrael respawn, but yeah. We didn't do that much damage anyway, but they might not be able to get the hard cam in time. They will probably still go for it though. Will they actually? I don't know. I'm actually not sure if they will go for it. Yeah, they don't have time for it. But they got the easy camp, I guess, which is like it will fight the hard camp, but that hard camp could deal a lot of damage on bottom, you know, if they get it. Okay, Regar's showing, and Regar deals a lot of damage, especially with this, you know, lightning bond. So I don't agree with this move, but whatever. I guess it's. I mean, I don't think it's fine. Like, they should just trade the half and then like clear it. They don't even have to clear it because they have hard camp, you know. Let's see how much damage it will cost them. Yeah. I think with Regar they win the trade. It's only 3k damage, maybe still not, I don't know. Like, the Wrecker will also get speed boost, I mean, auto attack speed aura from ETC, but I mean, it also gives some experience to them, I guess, but how much damage a Batu was able to deal? Yeah. Mine folks activated. This eventually might be problematic for the top wall because there's no turret. There's only one, so it will most likely just destroy it, which will put like MVP Black faster to level 10. But rip mines. But he's looking for flying. They don't have like direct DC onto our, like Lunara, so it's only like Tyrael, yeah, getting like Q from back and then like them collapsing on the Lunara. But well, I think Lunara could kept on dealing damage while the rest of the team tries to help reach, but like he went really aggressively there. Like, I think they are fine just doing what they were doing, you know. Yeah, like that was actually like, what the fuck, man? First L5 super monkey move here, the chase, when they could get a lot of value through bottom and they should win the immortal, and now MVP Black having insane like map situation, you know, control, and suddenly Chen, no shit, we need to engage, you know, let's go 1v5 debated. Like, they had no reason to be that aggressive there when Lunara was getting some poke. Top is really problematic for L5. That was really bad by Chen there. Not to mention that he might have bait the rest of his team into death too. it is still good, you know. Now eventually they weren't able to like do anything more, and they eated a lot of back damage, so MVP like will get it. I thought it might backfire more, but it didn't. So that is really good for MVP Black. What is the chance of them actually getting like a kill now? I don't know. I don't think it's big, but there's not that many mites behind either. Oh, but it is really good if they are able to pressure them off. Actually going for it. Chinese getting closer and closer. Yeah. I'm really missing like... I really think it should be fine for L5 to stay in a situation in which opponents didn't get this immortal and just, I don't know, get rid of this, like get 10 and actually maybe fight at 10. I don't know. They are forcing really aggressively with the Monk especially. Like I think, isn't like Monk dead 2 times already? Yeah. Yeah, he died at the start and he died now through over chasing. Like look at this, you know. They will get 10 at the same time because of Apatu. They pushed opponents away. They could just like make sure to like be back at full HP and just like, you know, wait for the 10-10 fight. I think the 10-10 fight is really good for L5. Like I like this forever chasing. If they take this, you know, Rengar, okay, you can recall, or Rengar go bottom, don't use mana, but like they push bot, you know, get globe from this, get globe from like two. There are like 2 globes here, right? Yeah, 2 globes, maybe well 2, you know. I don't think this is useful, but whatever. They could get a kill, but I don't think it's worth, you know, wasting this and letting this maybe potentially deal some damage, you know. Whatever. They almost got the Vala kill, but it wouldn't matter anyway. Yeah, they lose the bottom well. And decent amount of the fort. A decent amount of damage will be dealt to the fort. Rengar will be late for the immortal. They no chance bottom because he had to react to that. I mean, he's not gonna be that much late. Okay, clone. Oh, that will be... There we go, Harmony. Oh, that's a bloodlust. Okay. Okay, that's a bloodlust. That's what I said, like, I think that like 10-10 fights are insanely strong for L5. That's why it was weird that they were like so aggressive before 10, you know? Like greedily aggressive, because they were getting value somewhere else. It's not like they needed to do something or they wanted to do something to get something, because they were about to get some stuff done, or like could prevent losing, like, you know, damage on fort or something. So that they won that fight, but it doesn't matter in terms of structures and, you know, experience. It's fine for L5. 2 forts down, so they can chase. They can chase L5, but the thing is, I don't think they can chase, because L5 probably, I mean, has superior team fight composition, I think, unless Lunara gets some sick poking before, and yeah. I really think that Bloodless is kind of awkward. I don't know, like imagine ETC actually is getting good mosh pit, but he will just die because no ancestral or something. Like Vala will just PPU him to death. No comment over the Tyrael pleb horse. They didn't get in time to fight for the hard camp, but yeah. And that could be a good fight for them, because some Maltils on cooldown and Tyrius on cooldown. It is indeed like Storm, Earth and Fire. I don't know how much this can deal against, do against L5's composition, but yeah. That's a bottom wall. That's really good for MVP Black. I just realized I'm not recording this. Fuck my life. Okay. Meanwhile, top pushed. Like this is a two-red gone, so they basically traded the same amount of damage. Not necessarily, I guess. They will push it. They will get hard camp too, but that will be easy for them. Tier 10 should hit almost at the same time. Hard camp will not get much. I think they could wait with it. Okay, they actually couldn't. They couldn't. At least still fine. It doesn't go this way. It goes around, so it's fine. Maybe they will not be able to depush it. Like the MVP Black, because you kind of want this camp to like, make the hard camp stay. Okay, nice initial damage on the Immortal by L5. They also, like the Rhaegar also was giving away intel where he is, right? He was on top. Like I really think like the barrel could be better because Vala will be looking for like poking Qs on the Immortal, and that's where Chen could get the barrel on her, I really don't think the Storm, Earth and Fire can do much. Maltil can poke from afar, but Lunara is helping a little bit now. Yeah. They just want to force it a little bit. I don't know, I really think they could press the issue here, like, and even just try to mosh. Like those two. Also, ETC has no Q or something? He has the Q. Yes, this is like going to get some value on top. Actually pretty nice value because one's turret's dead, but depends how they feel about. Like I feel like they have better composition, so I will take a fight here. Like Rich is going for it actually. The ETC was lacking a little bit. I think that was the Q into like, maybe if he doesn't want to mosh pit, whatever, he doesn't have to, but I think it was a mosh pit opportunity here. Just like make them stay at the Immortal, because next time they do this, they get the half. Okay, they're sending. Okay, they're gonna. Okay, yeah, that's smart. Let's defend here and depush that, right? Let's move by L5. They got poked a lot though. That's what Lunara needs to do, like get that damage on Martil, so they can engage with full HP. Because like they really don't have much damage. It's only Lunara, So you don't want opponents. You don't want to let opponents engage you at full HP. Okay. Guess this is fine for L5. They depushed. Oh, that's good for MVP Black. They actually might get the next Immortal. They're gonna get some poke damage in. But now they don't have anything working. Oh, the Lunara was close, man. Okay, nice. They will look to engage. Disengage. It might even be Bloodlust, just to run away. Wait, what? Oh, nice. Huh, the Chen. Okay, I guess maybe it's good ultimate. I don't know. He is forcing Palm on Vala alone. Actually, almost worked. Oh, nice more speed. Oh, but nice interrupt also. No, it doesn't matter anyway. The boss is MVP, you know. Standing him on it. So he will die for the more speed at him, you know. Did he actually have too much speed there though? I mean, the crystal was ready. Oh, nice anti. Nice anti. The crystal that wasn't cast on ETC might be a like turning point of this game actually, you know. Not turning, but like something that make MVP eventually lose, you know. Because that, if ETC survives there, the multi dies because he was low. HP. It is likely that they get that immortal, you know. Oh, L5 wasn't able to get it still, huh? Nice one, okay. So MVP anyway gets it. Not as strong as it potentially could be, you know, it's going to be pretty low. Pretty low shield. So we're not gonna do much with it. Vala and Maltil will depush it pretty fast, you know. Is the Bloodlust maybe to counter like Touch of Death? I don't know, but I don't know. Okay, this will take first probably. Like, yeah, this Hearthstone probably will take it first. They won't be able to get much more than the wall and maybe the well, unless they really want to go ham. But I don't know if the immortal HP supports that idea. Maybe. Oh, it might actually be cute. Okay, they go ham with the Chen. They have all ultimates up. Like, you want to make opponent team be like distracted by you, so the immortal is dealing damage to the 4G. Like, all you want to achieve here is, I mean, if you can kill them, fine, but the main goal should be to like get as much keep damage and possibly a keep. That would be ideal, right? There's a disengage, that's fine. They're gonna get this keep, so they don't have to do anything more. Chen's trying to like pressure the Vala again. Nice Santi. They should just run away, the MVP blast. But I guess the clone is still up. They have most of the ultimates, but oh no, wait, the clone is up in a sense that it is still, you know, doing stuff. They can't really chase them. The crystal, the mosh pit being still up, I don't know. But yeah, the bottom Apatur took it. It's not that big of a problem for L5 that they lost the keep, really. Like, I still think they have better team fights. Like, they just lost the immortal and the keep. But Abatur will make sure that the catapult won't be a problem. So like, it's still same level. The map wise, it's like, you know, top is like nicely damaged, 1 turret's dead. Bottom is also like almost 1 turret dead. So if they get the decent shield immortal, they might try to end with it. Like, MVP Blacks actually, wait, did L5 get a single immortal this game? They didn't, right? Interesting. Because like MVP's Black depushing isn't that good, you know? Like, it's just Lunara basically, nothing, like everything else is melee, and even then it doesn't deal that much damage. So like, they are lucky that they didn't have to defend the immortal yet. Chen's really focusing the Vala super hard. Okay. Last two that's dead. They okay. Like L5 might look for a team fight here, but ideally you don't want to fight in minions. You know, you shouldn't you shouldn't overestimate the minions' damage. You know, like they are pressuring the multi away. Vacuum cleaner 10 PM, unlucky man. Unlucky. That's some nice damage on 40, you know, on keep. That's the second keep getting damage, but they don't, like, MVP Black shouldn't want to overstay here. It's not like, they don't need that hard camp, they don't need to move and take it. But actually, I mean, this is not, I think better spot for them is to fight like here maybe, you know, like the best is in their minion waves, like here I guess, eventually there, but you don't really want to fight too close to the keep. Oh, the Lunara went. Okay, the clone's there. It might be Bloodlust, no. Oh shit. Monk 16, like this is like Chen. This is interesting, you know. Chen is just like, those are two monks, right? I mean, this is monk, right? And this is monk. One monk's focusing red team's carry, and the other monk is focusing the blue team's carry. Debated. I don't know if this is fine talent. Why not? I think he should pick the relentless, right? If he gets mosh pitted, then they just can't kill him. If he gets mosh pitted, they can't kill him. If he's going aggressively on the Lunar and he gets stunned by ETC, he can get killed, and either, you know, because he gets like freaking 75 auto attack damage reduction for 4 seconds. Like, yes, please. I don't know that. I mean, it's nice to disengage from them because, like, I mean, I guess Chen and ETC can chase nicely, maybe. But the clone's just trying to deal as much damage as he can. The catapults are what the fuck? I wanted to say the catapults are slowly stacking, but okay, Keck. See what happens here. Oh, like Luna is getting really nice poke on them. That's what needs to be done. Like, this is the best spot for them to fight, but Lunara poked them really nicely. So, like, this is really important to keep them. I mean, keep them like somehow, you know, damaged. The more damage, the more poke they are, the better for you, because they want to engage on full HP, you know. The clone is down 2. Nothing is down for MVP Black. So. But the poking isn't as strong for MVP Black as it is for the L5. I mean, in terms of like immortal poke, the Chen's gonna eat a lot of damage. For some reason, supports are running away. Like, they are instantly moving away. Whenever, like, when he, you know, Storm and Fire, they instantly move away. But sucks to be Vala. The Chen has just Vendetta over her. Okay, one Rain of Vents is dead. Knocking out. Oh shit. Look how much damage the Chen is dealing to the Vala, actually. Lunara is helping with the wrench attack though. That was nice. They get the half. So they're really good spot. I think Lunara should recall during that time. Maybe, okay, she can get the wall, I guess. Maybe they will try to get this fast. She will tap, but that's fine too. Oh, okay. Since the immortal spawn is like that, they just want to deal damage. I wonder if the lack of mana might be a problem in this fight. They cloned Vala this time. Oh, he's dead, is it? Okay, he had the... I thought the Vala might finish him. Oh shit. That's a rip. That's just dead. Lunara, I don't know. Nothing can be done about this, I think. I don't think she can escape that. Yeah. That's for the game then, right? Yeah. You see? You would go for that duel or recall and that wouldn't happen. They could actually win this game, huh? Like, this was starting to be problematic for MVP Black. Can I go back in time? I can't, right? Because the like this replay system is bad. But yeah, that's game, right? 2 dead. Top wall damage, bottom wall damage. Big push on bottom, but that's gonna be the push eventually. You managed to get some damage to the Immortal, so it's not that big shield, but it's still like pretty strong one. And now the factor hits in when I said like the MVP Black doesn't have good depushing for the Immortal. And this is like the first time they will have to depush it. Clones there. LSD debated. I think Valak will be the clone. Ah, no, wait, Vala is the clone, okay. Okay. Storm air and fire to just pressure them away. So let's get push. I think Lunara should push. Oh. Yeah, I really think Lunara should just focus on depushing the Immortal and let the Chen just distract them. She went in and she got destroyed by Monk. Like Monk alone deals a lot of damage to her, but like if she gets hitted by auto attack, AoE, or like the E from Maltil, he can always jump on her together with the Monk to finish her off. Like Vala can just E and like the one attack can deal tons of damage to the Lunara when the Monk's already on her, so she overstepped there. Like I really think she should just depush that, you know, when Chen was like creating space. That's actually like I mean the game was kinda lost by the Lunara, I guess. Here, right? And here. Who's the Lunara player there? Reset. Reset at the cooldown on death timer activator. Nice spam. Yep. That's game there. Well, that could be won by MVP Black actually. If they avoided, if they played like perfect game, they win it actually. Or I mean, at least they don't lose it. You know, I really like the L5's composition in terms of like damage. I mean, a team fight, but MVP Black lost more than L5 won actually. You know, like MVP Black had like couple crucial mistakes, especially in the late game. Like the Lunara here, like kind of greeding, you know. They like I was talking about recalling. She was obviously moving for the well instead, but then she changed the plan and just stood in place against Tyrael in choke point like here. And then like maybe miscommunication. I don't know. Maybe it was the call to team fight, but the Bloodlust was slow, really slow. So I don't think it was a team fight call or anything. I mean the Crystal Aegis wasn't used either. Like the crystals were, like, you know, like, wasn't being used properly either. Like on the fight here, the Aegis wasn't used properly. Like here too, but like I mean, it's partially Lunara's mistake. Like I think they were talking about depushing it, but Lunara wanted to do damage, and supports didn't support it too well here. You know, like no Bloodlust in time if they wanted to engage, and no crystal in time either. So. But it is also like just Lunara's mistake twice here, kinda. But all of them needed to play better. Like the Auriel, the Lunara. I guess Rich was playing fine. I mean, it was like few really aggressive like Qs in from which he died. Like at least from one. I think he only died from one. And that could cost them a lot. But like L5 overextended, over chased, and it actually equalized. You know, so his death was good in a way. But yeah, that's it for the first game. So like, there's no point in talking about the draft, what could be changed, etc. Because like, this was actually a pretty decent game. You know, there was like mistakes on both sides. Eventually, pretty crucial mistakes on the MVP Black side, which cost them the game. And it's not like, you know, without those, they would win, but they were in good position to actually win that game. If they just did like less mistake during the game, and especially from Lunara's maybe supports too at the end, you know. But yeah, the second game I want to go over is the Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's the last game, it's the fourth game. MVP Black was first speaking again, so it was L5's choice. Wait, of map, right? But like, MVP is Black's decision, I guess, to let them choose the map. But yeah, MVP Black's bans Uther, and L5 picks Aurel. What is interesting here, none of the team picked Stitches, you know. And Stitches is pretty strong on this map. MVP Black just picks Genji. I like those two picks actually. I really like them. Tassadar, in my opinion, is really good against Tracer. I mean, against Genji. For many reasons, but he was really good, like before, especially because of the dodge talent. So like, he was allowing kinda like Greyman, for example. If you pick Genji opponents, I would pick the Greyman Tassadar, because the Greyman is good against Genji, but he just can't deal that much auto attack damage. But Tassadar, you know, denies the block stack, the dodge stacks. Plus at 13, he gets, you know, Shrink Ray on his blade, and like, it's hard for, you know, Genji to kill him anyway. Because of the E and shields, he can shield others, you know, so they can trade with Genji effectively. But yeah, anyway, Genji into Greyman Tassadar, followed by Malf ETC. They really like the ETC, it seems, in those last two games. Didn't they learn that the ETC is losing everything? Debated. ETC lost, ETC lose, ETC lose, debated one. That's some. I mean, okay, you have ETC and Malfurion for stunning to root, but your follow up damage is Genji. Not sure if that's ideal. Maybe they could get that. Maybe they could get the Tyrael too. I don't know how big of a thing is Tyrael for them in the region, but Tyrael is technically good with Greyman, right? And for them it wouldn't be bad either, because they have Genji, and Tyrael is like good on rotations too. The shielding, and she deals like fine AoE damage, you know. And he's also technically pretty safe, because he can, you know, kill away from stuff. But anyway, L5 bans Tychus. Makes sense, because of the ETC, you know. Malfurion, it used to be a pretty good combo too, like the ETC Tychus. And I guess MVP Blacks it's kind of like, oh, they ban Tychus, they want high HP tank, let's ban Diablo. Which is fine, because Diablo is really good against Genji. So that's a nice ban. L5 picks Redgar and Muradin. This is interesting, you know. It's like, that's pretty casual composition, you know. It doesn't look like Tomb of the Spider Queen composition at all. MVP Black finishes with Maltil and Cassia. Now thinking, how do I feel about that? I mean, it could be maybe double support, but what support's left? I mean, Uther's left. It's also like Leoric is also not picked, you know, but you don't want Leoric against Greyman. But Leoric is also very strong on this map, huh? Kasa is technically nice, you know, because like Tassadar, Regar, you know, Muradin, I mean, Muradin can deal with her a little bit, you know. Greyman isn't that bad either, you know. Greyman deals fine damage to Cassia, you know. Vala also, but... But yeah, it is Maltil and Cassia order. I think they maybe could go for like kind of double support. How much damage they have there? Maybe instead of Cassia, it's Uther, but will that be enough? Like, this is really tanky, you know. And how do they push, you know? They wouldn't have much pushing with Uther, Maltil, Genji. They would be all about the team fights. They will have one more CC, but... I guess we'll see how it will go in game. And L5 finishes with Tyrael. I must say, that's really like tanky composition. Like Santi, Ancestral, 2 tanks, a lot of AoE shields too, and like a lot of shields in general. Like Tyrael, I mean, yeah, Tyrael, Tassadar, Rekyar eventually, right? They have Interrupt for more speed potentially, but I think the Tyrael will be the turning point for this, you know. Maltil will try to go with his like Tormented Soul, but it will get negated by the Tyrael's Sanctification. Genji's damage is gonna be negated, like, you know, nullified by Tassadar's 13, and then they have just to deal with Cassia. They just need to make sure that Cassia doesn't deal too much AoE random damage, you know. Cassia is good at that. Okay, let's check the game now. Okay, let's see. MVP Black again on the right side, L5 on the left. Let's split it up. Okay. Who has the better rotations or the wave clear? L5 is blocking minions too, but they have the tasks. Tyrion is helping a lot in that. The CC, like, I mean, obviously the CC is strong for the
dragon becomes me.
MVP black, but L5 supposed to have like stronger wave clear. I like the minion block because that makes them like clear safely with the technically superior wave clear without, you know, putting themselves at risk of like getting CC'd to death or something too far from their gate. So MVP isn't realizing that though. They could get some free damage on the wall, but not really actually with the composition they have. That's not a composition that can get like free damage on the wall, I guess. No, you know, no Anubarak, no shields. Okay, so then Tyrion didn't use the you know, shield for the minions, so then might actually, yeah, they're not going for the like clearing. So I don't actually understand that. The minion blocking with what they did eventually afterwards with the Tyrion splitting, etc. I mean, it maybe forces MVP black to stay here for it to be longer, so they can get the like side clear. Like they want to do the opposite rotation, you know. So there's few ways you can deal with ganks, you know, on this map. One is just do opposite rotation, which is like normally you clear mid then top, right? But to avoid clash, you clear top while opponents clear mid, you know, so you don't allow them to like face you and try to CC you to death or something. And the other thing is just 1-1-3, you know, with tank in between mid and bottom and two people pushing bot. That way, if the gank composition does not come, then you're getting value in bottom. It's fine. They're gonna get something on top if they want, if they will to. If they don't will to, they will rotate. But you might probably get some value already on bottom, and just avoid them. Then you know, okay, they are rotating. We're just gonna pull back. It's fine. We are not dying early. They are not pushing. We are not pushing. But yeah, the most important thing is that we are not dying. And if we see them somewhere, we can just push bottom. You know. Reach. You are in the tank composition. Okay. That's really good for L5. They're gonna have control over the game for now. They might even get some gems in, no? Like UTC has really like off-court wave clearing, like Maltese also, so. Oh, okay, he's keeping that here so they don't lose the ammunition. Nice. Because that could eventually be a problem. I think the Tyrion, or I mean, it is fine, I guess. I would push the ETC a little bit to get the minions in, and eventually that could be something they could just push and try to get some like structured damage in, but whatever. Everything can be rotation. No damage to really no damage to really kill Greyman between like so much shielding, and with Cassius on the damage. Nothing's gonna happen here. If L5 keeps on like clearing faster, they should be looking into paying some gems in between, which they already did once. That is not even scary, you know, situation. Like the Burati should be fine. Okay. Debated. I thought he could like he had options to jump. The Maltil missed his spells actually. I would go back in time, but I can't because the. Oh wait. Wasn't paying attention that the Greyman wasn't helping them. I mean, I guess he couldn't jump here because ETC would Q him, but I still felt like he's fine, huh? Just Genji damage is too good. But it is fine. It doesn't matter. He died. Like again, Greyman wasn't with them. I thought they're all like together, kinda. But the Greyman went for the easy, which is fine. The depth doesn't matter at all. They get the easy, which will be problematic for MVP Black. MVP Black didn't use the time to, when they get the kill, to get some gems in. And every time you have that time, you should use it. If you don't need to do something else, just pay. Especially from, like, you should get rid of the gems from the tank, so the tank can zone later. Oh, okay. They have very, like, problems with dealing with minions, obviously, you know. That's some nice damage on the bottom wall. Okay, nice pay-ins by the L5 when they force opponents to rotate to bottom. I can't tell if Rich is still the best player in the world. Probably not at the moment, but I wasn't watching that much of Eastern Clash, but... Check. Wasn't paying attention here, but that was probably too aggressive from the record. That might be a big, like, that might be really annoying for the L5. It is important now whether MVP like will be able to get some pain in when they kid one. They're not grouping up. Is that? I think they should group up, force the pain. Like they're not gonna get the pain done, but they might get some kills by from like L5 trying to deny the pain. But I don't know, man. That's off guard. That death here might be one more. He was trying to get W into the root. Maybe he should just stun. Nice. Nice. So this is a little bit of Clown Fiesta from MVP. They really should have aimed to get into grouped maybe if they want to get the pain, not do it alone like this. The ETC really needs to get rid of his gems, and he might be able to actually get it now. Oh, it seems like someone called Tyriel to deny the pain, but I guess Muradin said I will get it. Okay, nice. That's really big. That's really important. Getting, like, denying the tank from getting rid of his gems, you know, is really, really good. Okay, L5 got another pain for free. But I guess they just, like, they really need to look for Rega. Like, Rega needs to be careful he cannot move like this, because I think this is the only hero that they can kill effectively, you know. I mean, they can kill everything effectively if you kill it right, but like... It's probably the easiest one to kill if caught. And he is, like, pushing hard, but he knows the position of ETC, and that's the main, you know, like, scary thing for him, I guess. Threat for him, you know. Oops, rip Maltil. Oh no, he has minions, nice. Nice minion. ETC is still trying to pay, but you're never gonna get it like this. They really needed to use every opportunity to pay on ETC they could have. He's not gonna get it like that. Like L5 was really nice control over the like pains, and the Rega is doing a lot of work on top. Like the wave clearing is really strong on the, I mean, not really strong on the L5 side, but MVP is struggling to match them or like to find the kills on them. Like the most effort should probably be put it onto the Rega, but it's still hard to kill him anyway. Like they're not gonna pressure it. Like they're not gonna do anything here. They are ahead in the experience, but they're losing top structures. Bottom got damaged. Uh-oh. The Genji needs to play more around like no vision areas, I think, because he's throwing bottom, so they know they're fine here. Like they're fine, no, they're fine to do like even something like this. And this can punish Murad in Tyrael, you know. This can die to them actually, you know. That's all they can do. Yeah. Like they might actually get a pain out of this. How long can ETC? I mean, how long get? Yeah. Okay. Regar is gonna push top again. Tassar is gonna care about mid. Yeah, Regar's moving top. They're getting out rotated. I don't think like if he hits good stun, Murad is dead. But nice. Nicely played by MVP. Can they get the pain though? Nice. That looks like a pain. Nice. But this is another Murad in depth like this, you know. The one I didn't think he had to die, but he got killed, and the second. L5 was playing this, was playing it really nicely, you know. Eventually Muradin overextended again and got punished, which like he shouldn't be punished by that comp. I think, as I said, only like the regular can really get punished, but I mean, they finally like gathered together, you know, instead of having like ETC. Like they need to be close to the Genji to get the kills. Like they can really just be ETC Malf here for like half of the game. They're just not gonna achieve anything with that, and that bottom's not gonna achieve anything either, you know. But even if they are as 4, it should be hard to kill the Muradin, but Genji poked him a lot before, I guess. Yes, that was the problem. What he's playing right now, Genji? Okay, so that is really good for MVP Black. Burak. Purple Ziemniak. Just so you know, okay. Ultimate to pressure them off and boost the damage stats to beat it. How much they get? You ideally want to get at least 2 rows of walls, you know. You want to get like bottom wall, mid wall, and or top wall, mid wall, you know, or top bottom, whatever. You just want to get 2 walls, you know. They didn't get anything on top. They're gonna get mid, set, and bottom, so that's nice, you know, that's fine, you know, that's acceptable, you know, like the minimum you want to get. Debated. That's bad, you know, because that might end up in them getting pain right after. Okay. We're just gonna look to disengage. Nice silence. Oh, nice mosh pit. Oh, okay. She wants so much shielding. Good decision to save the Tyrael, of course. We should look into instant pain, but they're kinda. So Tyrael might. Oh no, ETC, why you bother? Just get the pain, don't waste mana. I think they could have started the camp, you know. I don't think that's optimal what they do. I think the easy camp they could pressure it. I really would like to see a camp being started. Hard camp is safer, you know, but I think they could maybe still do the easy. Oh, they get the hard camp. That's really bad now. That's really bad. I mean, really bad Kappa, you know, like they're gonna get to push top again for free and bottom. Needs to be careful actually. Like ETC is showing, but the ETC could very well also just go around, you know. And that Greymon will be dead. Okay, they're gonna get bottom. ETC is trying to pressure mid, so they didn't get anything on the mid because the mid wall was already destroyed. They get top wall. That's, I mean, that's fine-ish, I guess. They got also the 4 down bottom, so like it is fine, you know. They weren't able to just like team fight or anything. I think maybe the ETC could look for a bottom rotation, but it was fine. Like, I mean, the fourth fall anyway, so it's fine. They were trying to see if they can do something with their level 13, but the clutch is ready. Why do they say clutch? Debated. Okay. He will do it for like 1 year, so that's where MVP, I mean L5 might actually get the random pain. No, but they are scared now to pay, I guess, because they don't have 13, so... Oh, he actually moved away. Like okay. Grammar is checking it, and Grammar will just... Oh, shit! But he can't, because they still don't have 13. Oh, man. He has another E now, but... Oh, sanctification eventually, if needed, is there. There are only MVP buckets to like move away. They don't want to fight into 2 red and 7 minions. Debated. What's the weak audition for? I mean, how do they get kills as L5? Like, how do you get kills, you know? Straight up team fight only, right? You don't have pickoffs, I think, right? Like, unless someone's like overextending a lot, like even like Maltil could, but like Kenji, if he overextends, I don't know. They have only like 1 CC. I just try to figure it out how L5 gets the pain. Like, okay, that's maybe that. Okay, nice. Another E. ETC should be pain in. We should get this off him. I mean, the Gamer was still looking for the Genji. Like, ETC really should just pay that in. Why he can? So he can later just zone opponents away. It might very well be like nothing's gonna happen and they will just try to get the hard camp, but they won't have that much time, and Tyria is getting engaged. Nice. Would he maybe more speed? He could have maybe. They were looking for some sneaky pain. Okay. That was really aggressive E by the Genji. Cassel's not there. That might be the like move from L5 now. Like, aggressive or something. Oh, nice, more speed. Silence coming, but nice sanctification. We counter the silence. He could have stopped the silence, but doesn't matter. I guess he had to cast it, but yeah. But it was forced by the. Let's see what happens actually still. Nice ancestral. A lot of gems destroyed. Oh, the explosion didn't do anything. But Greyman was able to pick up the gems. This is still a team fight that L5 seems to be fine with. Like, I mean, the Tyrion died, but they are better HP wise. Oh. The Ziemniak becomes me. Oh, nice. I think like that was like, I don't know, man. The ETC, I mean, the Genji forced it really like hard when the Cassia wasn't with them. Like he just eat in, and it kind of had to be. Like a moment when L5 will try to pull something off, you know, like force the fight, even though like they lost one. Oh, nice interrupt. Oh no, he actually didn't interrupt. What? Yeah, but that's on Genji here. Like they should like L5 shouldn't get that pain. The Genji could play it differently, I think. Like he just eat in, wasn't interrupting, or was he? Like I would have to go back, but I don't think he had to eat in. They have mouth too, but the mouth can't go that close either. So maybe he had to E. I would have to go back in time, but I don't want because you know the replay is bugs. But that might be just like if it wasn't for interrupt, then it was like really bad move from the Genji to force something like this when Cassia wasn't with them. Even though they won the team fight, I mean, won like they killed one, but it's not about that. And a lot of cooldowns are down on the, you know, MVP black side. So nice ancestor. Oh shit, that ancestor healed for nothing. Let's see, nice. Oh, nice job by Genji, but he'll pay with his life for that. He didn't get the reset on me. Oh, ETC is dead too, is it? Nope. They just want to cause havoc now, because they want to get as much damage as possible with the web weavers. Too much havoc, too much chaos. Oh, nice. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's really nicely played by Reach there. Like, just like because they had the pain, like this, it is still okay-ish for L5, you know. The structure situation and experience situation is pretty fine, you know. Like it sucks that they lost all of them gem, but all of their gem, but can they do the burst? That's really big if they can do it too. They're gonna get the pain too, will they? ETC please, ETC please. Will they get the pain? Yes. You want to pain before the boss is finished, else it's useless. I mean, in this situation it's not useless because it's not late game and they're still fourth, but fucking late game. The bottom won't do that much damage. I don't know. I think I will stay around boss. Yeah, they're moving now. Yeah, they realize that it's better to be around boss. Like, I'm to get as much damage as you're one level ahead anyway. You are going to be in better structure situation. You should aim to get as much damage as possible on the win condition lane, which is the lane on which you have boss on. Like late game boss, you know, if you open this wall, like it could very well be an end. So they realize that too, and they rotate towards it. Nice stun. Almost as nice W, but sadly not. Yeah, but they don't have the multi with them. They still want to get some pressure from it, which is like fine, I guess. But like, I mean, it is fine. It is completely fine. You're gonna get this, maybe some damage on the mid wall. You just want to like safely get damage on the wall, dude. But they don't want to let them engage too easily. Okay. So this is like the last moment. Like MVP needs to be careful now. Eventually, because L5 might look for engage pre-20. They might even agree on losing, like, you know, something on top, but just for the opportunity to take this fight, because like they have no gems, you know, they have no gems, so there's no opportunity to even like MVP Black will be able to just AFK till 20, you know. There's nothing they'd have to be scared, like, you know, care about. Okay, just want to defend, but they're just gonna lose this too. I don't know, that's really like really. Oh, Reach might have give them an engage opportunity. What the fuck? Or it happens every time, you know. In competitive anyway, just like this Clown Fiesta also, you know, but this is a pretty big mistake there, because this is like insanely big mistake actually. Like they are in free 20 situation, they have 2 camps to take, there's nothing opponents can do, and what's Multi is going, yo, kill me, you know, before 20. Like that was kinda not knowing that opponents are losing. This is what happens in Hero League 2. You need to know that opponents are smarter than your teammates and they want to win. Your teammates not necessarily might want to win, so don't let them, don't provide them with opportunities, you know. Like if they will want to win, they will, you know, do everything they can to get that kill, because like they are losing the game. Like L5 will be in situation in which it will be like maybe still 17 to 20, like hard camp, easy camp pushing, like with all, like every keeps open, you know. So this is like literally only chance. It doesn't matter even if they would engage on the Maltil and they like wouldn't kill him, or like one of them would die. It wouldn't matter that much, because it wouldn't change anything if they engage on the Maltil and, like, I don't know, Regar dies because he queues in and, I mean, bites in and gets like queued by ETC, you know, root silence, destroyed. It doesn't matter. There's nothing that, I mean, maybe they would push and get this wall, you know, if Regar dies. But that's it, you know, it doesn't matter that much. It wouldn't change the situation, that it will be still no 20 to 20 with like potential push from camps and shit like that against them. So like it is really good risk for them to kill an overextended Maltil, because they're not gonna lose, you know, much from it, and that's like literally the only chance to like prevent 17 versus 20 from happening. So like that was really big mistake by the Maltil, right? Insanely big. Oh, nice silence, nice. Ancestral missed, but still will get a lot of value anyway. Oh shit, that mosh pit will hurt them. He's still, oh my god, what is those? The auto attacks on minions. I auto attack minions in Hero League 2, but I'm not getting paid anymore for it. Fuck. They actually don't get that kill. No, they don't get that kill because he killed a minion. Fuck. Clown Fiesta. But Clown Fiesta is what L5 wants, you know. L5 won the tournament. I mean, that mosh pit also was after. They should have been running away. They shouldn't be giving them more. They weren't. They should be just running away. That's it. Like they're gonna lose the camps now. I mean, the easy camp that should be theirs, but it still doesn't change that much. I mean, they lost the gems. That's pretty big maybe, because most likely MVP Black, just because of that, won't get enough gems in time now. I mean, in time I mean before L5 gets to 20, you know, or before the bow spawns or something. So that's That was really bad what happened there. That's cost them the game, I guess. They were in crazy good situation, like insanely good situation, like. I'm gonna try to pressure here. They need to keep in mind that Maltil is showing. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe they could just pressure with the hard camp together. It's not like they... I really think they should actually just pressure us 5, but it's hard. Like, they went into a stupid situation because they lost all the gems because of like you know, monkey move there. Maltil, and they have the easy, I mean the hard camp, but they're not gonna push with it because Maltil is soaking, gathering gems. But I think they could pressure the issue maybe on the mid. Just try to get some damage, some poke onto the keep while they are still, you know, 20 to no 20, because they're not gonna get pain before most likely. And yeah, I mean that's it. Which for fuck's sake. Matil's running. Yeah, but he joined and then now move back. Like, okay, they're gonna push bottom, but this is also nice. They push this as 5, push the top wall and bottom wall, but they need to keep in mind to be like around the boss. But yeah, they will not be able to get the boss before F5 gets 20. So I think that was good situation to push through mid with the hard combat. So he's gonna get to 20. 20 against 20. Tassadar gets big upgrade. The Pernamed Archon pretty much. Muradin gets decent upgrade. Greyman also. Maltin's fine. The silence blink, man. Such much wow, you know. Titan's Revenge. Oh, they actually get the pain, okay. Can I get the hard? Okay, that's going to be interesting what will happen here, because this is actually really good for MVP Black Steel. They get top pushed, bottom pushed, and they get hard camp, you know, on open mid. It's still 20 before 20. It might be blink, but who he needs to blink, you know, on, like, he can't really get a good mosh speed, I think. Storm Shield I think would be the best pick here. But 100% it's not going to be Storm Shield. Matil is being really aggressive, what the fuck? You have Malfurion as your support, dude. This is not, they're not gonna get this now. You did some nice damage. Oh, that like L5 is poking really nicely. They might, oh, they will like Reach is eating tons of damage. Like they will look for engage now. Greyman's coming. This is going to be engage, and this might be like they will just look for it. That's it. Will they? Genji also eat a lot of damage. MVP Black is not letting them, nice. They didn't manage to get the keep either, sucks, but they can't really like die for it because there's boss, and this boss could potentially end the game, you know. Not really, like the Tyria was like dealing a lot of damage to Maltyr here, and it wasn't gamer even. Interesting talent choice. In before it just carried the game. Maltyr is going for the 1 year easy camp again. 1 year challenge. That's why I love Storm. Tas did so much damage. Yeah, but I still think level 1 auto attack damage is better. But I guess this comp is fine. I guess this comp I could possibly pick it to and on this map, you know, in Infernal Shrine sometimes too. But like on other maps, attack way better. But I guess this could possibly, you know, fine. Like, I mean, you have Archon, so like in team fights directly, you don't care about the level 1 talent, right? And the storm is still giving you something. But I think those two are the best talents for Tassadar. Like the range and the W. I think this is insanely strong. I mean, Kappa. I think it's really good. That's what Tassadar should pick. Of course, he's not gonna get that much, like, not gonna do that much against every comp, but it's a part of my gear field. Okay, Gamer's bottom. They don't have that much damage to like do the boss quickly, right? I guess. Oh, okay, but they still attempt because they see Greyman now. Oh, but it's most likely going to be just a trap. Oh, he went for Torbas. What the fuck? Out of all, Blink, yeah. Storm Shield, I think the best. Torbas, man. Okay, let's see the value now. Torbas, let's go. Yeah, got the Tassadar. I mean Archon. Oh no, debated whole team lost 4v5. And then now Greyman comes in. Pick. No, denied. Penta denied. Denied again. Okay, Quadra denied. Triple running away. He's really trying to get to someone, but he can't. Yes, he got one. He got the second one. Getting juke level, right? Is this going to be just direct end? No, that's not going to be a boss even. So what they should do now is just after they kill him, he might not even use the resurrect. I would not use it. Oh. Okay, so they actually want to go for boss. They can totally do it. I mean, Archon is still up, so yeah, that's a boss for them. Nice, actually. I was thinking about just depushing all and pain, but I forgot it's Tassadar. Man, isn't this the best thing in this game? Just playing like Perma Archon? Fuck. Yeah, I think Infinite Balls could be better. I was thinking about it, yeah. I don't think that gives any value, you know. Yes, nice range, but it doesn't matter. The fight will be Clown Fiestas, you know. I mean, yeah. Two teams just clashing against each other. So I guess this is fine. They just pay and they just go with this and end, right? Yeah. They could wait with the boss cap a little bit. Yeah, okay. That's something that you would never see in Hero League happening. Even if you explain, don't cap it. Yeah, okay, I will not cap it. Oh shit, I capped because I'm a monkey, you know? Like, that would happen. Like, it is insane that master people, sorry, not people, like master players and grandmasters, like you have to spam ping and they still will not understand. Like on Infernal Shrine, like opponents are fucking dead. Your teammates, like 2 of them are dead. Don't freaking finish the Infernal Shrine. Just wait for everyone to respawn and go as 5. But no, monkeys will have to cap. Haha, guys, I completed the objective. Are you proud of me? You are not? Well, fuck you then. I will have the MVP for Shrine Clearer. You will not, you know? Like, then opponents get the free depush of something that should be win condition, you know? Like, I had games like this when, like, the boss got captured, the Infernal Shrine got captured, and it should be a win for us, but because the monkey just decided to finish the shrine, like, we can push with it because opponents respawn, but we didn't. And, okay, now from a win condition, boss at 20 freaking 2 minutes, going on core, suddenly we can finish with it because we just capture it when everyone's dead. Like, but you know, monkeys are monkeys. End of story. I wonder if he will manage to keep it up. Dark Mog will manage to keep it up, but let's see. Blue team has done as I asked. Yeah, he'll manage to keep it up. That's yeah. Good luck, Torbas. Good luck, Torbas. I mean, if they fuck up here, MVP Blacks ends through bottom. You know, it's very unlikely. Level 23, Archon pushing, like insane amount of sustain. Full boss. Genji? Ah, I remember watching this and I was tilted. Like, I was like, the fuck are you doing it here even? Like, dude, this is game? Why you care? Why you care? Why you care about bottom? Yeah, I remember watching this. I was super tilted by this Genji being here. Like, what is this? Not only he's just... That would be straight up report in Hero League. Because not only he's just like... They have to do something. Maybe not necessary yet, but they could now even. Probably it's better to do stuff now than when the boss gets on the keep. Everyone should click the well. Use one random ass spell, click the well, and go home. Because this is probably GG eventually, you know. Like, he's not here to deal damage. He's not hiding either. He's showing on the map. So they are free to do whatever they want. Like, not so bad. It's not hard to deduce that this is a win condition situation, you know, game threatening situation. No, wait, what the fuck? It's just half HP. Dude, it will destroy this fort. What the fuck? Where are you going? Ah, you might lose the game. Ah. Lose the game here. Genji is still not there and Cassia has already half HP, you know. I think that it should even be like they should maybe move from behind, really. Like, what I would call probably in this situation will be just group up here and go from behind. I don't know. Before the gets destroyed, just like fight from this side. I don't know. Like, I don't think they can fight from front. I mean, they can, but once this boss is in, it's like harder now. And like they can't go here because of the minions too. Like, they deal a lot of damage, you know. The damage dealers are here. The combo is here. It is fine-ish for now. This is a boss that they could maybe depush, but okay, yeah. I guess maybe L5 is like, okay, yeah, they can maybe depush it. Like, they pressure harder now. Trigger jumps in. He would ideally like to use Santi, so he needs someone to jump with him, so it gets value, you know. So Muradin jumps in too, and this is like Santi afterwards. Rip game. Oh wait, Maltil can return. Oh shit. That's a scary concept. Like, imagine... Okay, let's not go into NA memes. To create a nice European mosh pit. I think I see more mosh pits like this in Europe than in NA, but not on the, maybe not in. It was like, oh, whatever. I think did he get value out of the Torbas? No. The Blink could do something. The Stormshade could do something. Okay, maybe he get because he get the Q from it. Ah, this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, I guess the Tassadar just like dealing insane. I mean, this is dead. This is eventually dead. Who is the reset? Who's reset? Genji, right? Malf used silence now, so he's useless. You know, he's not doing damage. ETC is not doing damage. He's just about to die. What the fuck? If that Q hit, if that E hits, if that Q hits, they might actually be able to turn the run still, but they didn't hit. Because that Wrecker would be dead. Okay, he's dead. He's just going for damage on the core. Wait, did they defend it? Okay. Nice, they actually managed to defend it. Interesting. They lost mid wall, they're gonna lose bottom wall. Yes. This is going to be Clown Fiesta now, right? I don't think they can, like, because I remember playing something else and watching this, right? I was wondering, okay, they will go probably for core, but I don't think they can. But they will felt pressure to do so. But you can go on core with this. It's not going to happen. This little turret will already deal tons of damage to you. Then minion spawns. Muradin will just annoy the fuck out of you. They should probably just, I mean, get keep. But this will deal tons of damage to the bottom floor. So like you want to get the keep, but also save this from like falling kinda, because this actually might be keep, you know. Oh, they're not even moving. Yeah, that's so bad. Oh my god, yeah. Can this work? I mean, actually they have decent amount of time. Who Muradin needs to focus? I guess Malfurion. Because like he has the chance to the reach. He actually can't like really. He needs to go on Malfurion. He can go on Malf because Maltil, because he will die if he like gets too close to him. So he needs to get on those two, either Malf or Cassie. I think Malf is better. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Tassadar might help because he will shield the core instantly. Unless the core just dies, but I don't think it dies, right? There's only one catapult, no catapult here. Minions are growing on the turret anyway. Oh, the minions spawned now. Oh, the catapult might be crucial. Two double catapult one. Okay, he just. I mean, that's also smart, I guess. I mean, he just gonna slow her attack speed, right? Stun her, yeah. That was also probably the best idea. The blinds there. He went for Genji. Genji also deals tons of damage. Nice. Oh, that was actually really good, I think. Because he realized the core for some reason changed from Maltilt on Genji. That was really good. Like he carried it here, right? That's not that insta wall. Like Muradin carried that here. That they could actually call. They could actually call. I wasn't watching it. I just was wondering if they can do it without ETC. I thought this will deal too much damage. Maltil slacked a little bit with Muradin, but not that much because he could go through mid. He would be dismounted by the minions anyway. ETC is like, yeah, he should just dance. Because if he defends this, they just rush. If he moves, then whatever. This kills the core. He can't do anything but dance. But yeah, Muradin did it very nicely, but it is. They lost just because, like, for some reason, the core swapped aggro from Maltil, because I believe it was on Maltil and it swapped to Genji. And Muradin like realized that and just went for the Genji really nicely. They defended boss Imperial Explosion